Hi everyone, so I'm going to go over another example on how to set up JSON data, but this time I'm going to go over example 2 in a .js file. So the first example I went over a .json file, but now I'm going to do a .javascript file, JS file. So what we want to do first is we want to set up a JSON object. So in order to do this, let's set up some variable here, initialize it to, let's just say, okay, JSON data is equal to, we'll say, some sort of information here. We'll put first name, and then we'll put Sam, and then we can put age, and the age is a number, so we don't need quotations around it. And what we can do here is, you can see that this JSON data here is surrounded by single quotes first, but then each individual key right here, the key is the first name and age, they are surrounded by, I'll put the age to 30 right here. So what you can see here is that they are surrounded by, each key is surrounded by quotations, double quotations, which is different from the single quotations around the entire JSON data, because we need to denote it as being something different than what we're starting and ending with when we enclose everything in a single quote. In order to do this, we put different types of quotations, and if you don't know about the different quotations, you can check out my other videos on it. But essentially, the first name is the key, Sam is the value, and then we have a comma, which we're saying we have something more we want to add. So another key is age, and then the value is 30. And what we want to do here now is we want to converting to JavaScript object. And then what we say here is we have some sort of object, I'll just put object stuff, is equal to, now these are built-in methods where we want to parse the information. Parse, this is a built-in method. We're parsing the JSON data into something that's readable, because right now at the top, the JSON is just in a single string format. We can't just grab the individual values, so we have to actually parse it into something that's callable. And in order to do that, we need to put JSON data in here, so it parses that JSON data that we have defined at the top here. And then what we can do now is we can call the object stuff, and we can grab the individual values now. So when I do console.log, let's say we want the age, I can do object stuff.age, and I'll just save it, and then I'll open a terminal right here. We can do node example2.js, and you can see we got 30 right here. And of course, I could put another comma here, and let's say we have hobbies, and we want to add multiple hobbies, so we could add an array as well in here. So we could say inside this array we have, okay, hiking, biking, something like this. What we're saying is we have an array of hobbies, so we have multiple hobbies. You can see here before we just have a key value with one value associated with that key, but if we have multiple values, we can put it in an array which is denoted by these square brackets. And then what we can do now is I'll just console.log object stuff, and I'll say .hobbies because that is the key. And then I will call biking, which is position 1, save it, and then I can run the example here. example 2, and you can see here the first console log is the age, which is 30, and then the hobbies position 1 should be biking, so we get here in the terminal biking.